Football fans, get ready. In just 1 week, Brazil will step onto the field for 2 highly anticipated World Cup preparation friendlies against Japan and South Korea. And let me tell you, the squad that Coach Carlo Ancelotti is bringing has the potential to shake opponents to their core. These aren't just warm-up games. These are serious tests for a Brazilian side determined to fine-tune their formula ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup in North America. Now here's the burning question. Who exactly will Ancelotti trust in his starting 11? And who will he hold back as substitutes, waiting to make an impact off the bench? In today's video, we'll break down the likely lineup, discuss the big names missing, and reveal why this Brazil team could still look unstoppable. So don't skip. Stay tuned until the very end. Brazil's October fixtures. Mark your calendars. On October 10th, 2025, Brazil will face South Korea. Then, on October 14th, 2025, they'll take on Japan. Both games will serve as crucial preparation steps as the 5-time world champions sharpen their weapons for the road to the 2026 World Cup. Ancelotti officially announced his 26-man squad on October 1st. And, as always, the list is sparking debates across football circles. But before we dive into the exciting names, let's talk about the bad news. Brazil will have to play these 2 matches without 4 of their biggest stars. Yes, you heard that right. Neymar Jr, Raphinha Diaz, Marquinhos, and Alisson Becker are all out of the squad. Neymar Jr is still sidelined as he recovers from his latest injury setback, leaving fans to wonder how long Brazil will have to cope without their iconic playmaker. Raphinha is also unavailable, depriving the Selecao of one of their most reliable wingers. In defense, Marquinhos' absence leaves a big gap in leadership and experience. And finally, perhaps most shocking, goalkeeper Alisson Becker won't be between the posts due to injury, forcing Ancelotti to look at backup options. For a squad with Brazil's depth, it's not a crisis, but make no mistake, these absences sting. With Alisson Becker out, the door opens for Hugo Souza to get a chance between the sticks. At just 25 years old, Souza is still relatively untested at the international level, but this could be a golden opportunity for him to prove he belongs in Brazil's long-term plans. In defense, expect to see Gabriel Magalhães, Arsenal, Eder Militao, Real Madrid, Wesley, Douglas Santos. This backline may not have the same aura without Marquinhos, but Gabriel and Militao, in particular, bring plenty of European top-flight experience. If they click, Brazil's defense could remain rock solid. The midfield will likely be anchored by Casemiro and Bruno Guimaraes. Casemiro, despite some critics questioning his form at club level, is still Brazil's midfield general. His presence ensures stability and leadership. Bruno Guimaraes, meanwhile, is in fantastic form in the Premier League, offering energy, passing vision, and creativity. Together, they balance grit with flair, an essential formula for Brazil. Now comes the big question. Who replaces Neymar in that attacking midfield role? Ancelotti is expected to slot in Matheus Cunha as the number 10. While Cunha doesn't carry Neymar's superstar aura, he brings versatility and dynamism. He's been showing promise in European football and could thrive with responsibility at the heart of Brazil's attack. On the wings, Brazil will still look terrifying. On the left flank, Vinícius Jr, arguably one of the most dangerous players in world football right now. His pace, dribbling, and confidence make him nearly unplayable on his day. On the right, fans can expect to see the rising star Estevao Willian, the teenage sensation many are calling the next big thing for Brazil. This could be his moment to announce himself on the global stage. Leading the line, wearing the number 9, will likely be Igor Jesus. The young striker has been in excellent form recently, and this could be his breakout chance to cement himself as Brazil's future forward. With Vinícius and Estevao feeding him, Igor Jesus could very well light up these matches. Of course, Ancelotti isn't relying on just his starting 11. On the bench, Brazil has Rodrygo Goes, Gabriel Martinelli, Richarlison, Luis Enrique, and Lucas Paqueta, all capable of changing the game the moment they step onto the pitch. Think about it. When you can bring Rodrygo or Martinelli off the bench, you know the depth is frightening. Even without Neymar, Raphinha, Marquinhos, and Alisson, this Brazil team is loaded with talent. For South Korea and Japan, facing a squad featuring Vinicius Jr, Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, Rodrygo, and more will be no small challenge. That's why many major Brazilian sports outlets are saying, if Ancelotti actually deploys this lineup, opponents might just lose sleep preparing for it. So football fans, what do you think of this potential Brazilian 11? Would you make any changes? Who do you think deserves a spot in Ancelotti's lineup for these October matches? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're a true Brazil supporter who wants fast and reliable updates on the Seleção, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Because trust me, with the 2026 World Cup getting closer every day, the Brazil story is only just heating up.